G'day, Ryan that bee guy here. Today's Friday morning, start of summer, and the bee season, swarming season has started. So we've got bees in the wall, as you can see here with the thermal camera. These bees moved in 1 week ago and they have been busy. This is
huge.
Looks massive, judging by the thermal image and the activity on the outside of the wall. They're getting in through one of the weep holes in the brick, and they've built a massive hive in 1 week. So we're about to cut it open and see what we can find. Pine needles, it's my favourite. So it's really easy to light, makes beautiful smelling smoke and stays lit for a long time. My dad was a beekeeper and he used to use pine needles. For now, so we'll go around the front and pump a bit of smoke in there. Let them know we're coming. They didn't get the message already. You can hear them.
Oh yeah? So would you say thousands of cranky customers on the other side of that wall?
Yes.
Right.
And hopefully they're friendly.
And if they're not?
Well, we'll see.
Oh, jeez.
Hello, girls. They've been busy. Look at all that. See how it's white? It's brand spanking new. So they built all that in 1 week.
That's amazing.
Got a little queen cage here. So when I spot the queen, I'll put her in a cage, keep her safe, and we'll put her in a box.
Ow! That's a doozy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, mate.
So we'll put this here, have a quick check for the queen, and then we'll vacuum these girls up with the bee vacuum.
Oh boy.
These off. With a little bit of fresh honey. Brand new white comb. So it's obviously a great area. So for them to build all that wax takes a lot of resources. To build one kilo of wax, it takes 3 kilos of honey. No, 8 kilos of honey. Yeah, 8 to 1. So it takes a lot of resources, and then for them to have excess honey to start storing means there's a lot of flowers in the area.
Spring's a week away, so yep. It's good.
At least you know it's fresh, don't you?
Very fresh. So this is Wayne. This is the owner.
Hey, Wayne.
Hello. So you actually saw the bees move in. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Friday, there was a few that come out, and then we sort of they went away, and then a whole big swarm come out and engulfed the side of the wall on the outside. And obviously, this is what's happened.
Yep.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Fascinating. So yeah, they would have sent out scout bees to suss out the place, and then they all voted. Yep, Wayne's house is fantastic. And then they would have said to the colony, all right, found us a spot, and then they all take to the air, land on the side on the brick wall, and then slowly they will walk in the small entrance and get to work right away.
So will the queen just be wandering around anywhere, or?
Yeah, she'll be in there somewhere. Usually she's one of the smarter ones, so she has a bit more self-preservation. But occasionally you see the queen on the outside.
Okay.
I mean, I've had some jobs where I found a queen right away at the very start, which is fantastic. So always on the lookout for the queen, but generally get her right toward the end.
Just a bit of honey in there.
Sure is.
Have you ever had too many that they don't fit in the box?
Once.
It's hard not to project like human traits onto them and sort of read into bee psychology, right? So.
You're exactly right, actually. Yeah, I read a book about that. Like, we think bees are really smart, and that's coming from our own lens. But they just do what they do. It's nature.
Oh no.
That's the worst possible stuff right there.
Did it get you?
Yeah, right there.
Oh no. You alright?
Yeah. I'm getting a bit pissy. Maybe we get a bit more smoke.
So why does smoke make them calm down rather than panic that their house is on fire?
Oh, good question. So smoke does two things. Number one, they think there's a bushfire, so they might have to, if they were in a tree, they might have to evacuate. So bees have got two stomachs. They've got their digestive stomach and they've got their honey storage stomach. So when they swarm, they fill their stomach, honey storage stomach, full of honey, which is energy for them to survive. So they swarm out, and then if they take some time to find a new place, they've got resources. And if they do find a place right away, they can start building right away with all that honey they've got in their stomach. And the other reason is bees communicate by pheromones. So bees are super sensitive to smell. So when I open up a beehive, they'll send out an alarm pheromone. Hey, we're under attack. But if no other bees can hear or smell that pheromone, they just keep working like normal and stay calm.
Oh boy.
So we reduced the number a fair bit already. Still got a fair bit to go. So I know there's a stack of bees on the other side of this post, up about here, and it's a bit tricky to get them. So
Yep.
if I can run them out with smoke, half a bit of smoke in there, so hopefully they'll run down. Generally bees run up, but looks like it's working.
The sound has definitely changed.
Yes.
Is that them going, let's eat and leave, or what are they saying, you reckon?
Good question. That's a good
Based on the earlier lesson, I'm just wondering. So, yeah.
I don't know. The newer the comb is, the harder it is to work with because it's super soft. It's just.
Oh, so you can't reuse that or whatever?
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay.
I'm just going to be very careful with it.
Yep.
If there's new comb that's full of honey, I have to cut it into small pieces because even just carrying it will squash it and will try and break.
Yep. You got someone buzzing your face there, rather interested.
Yeah, maybe she's a bit pissed. Who knows? But we'll keep doing our thing and we'll keep reducing the numbers. Also got a scope camera I can poke up in there with a light so
Yep.
we can see if there's a big cluster of bees up there. Hopefully we don't have to cut any more wall out. So we successfully ran them down from up top. There's no bees up in behind here. Hopefully. Yeah, so we ran them all down and they're all clustered here, so we're going well.
But there's a chance the queen might be in the backs of, like, right in the depths of all that, yeah?
Yep. Very much so. But yeah, because this is so gentle on the bees, it's quite slow. But lucky we're not in a hurry.
Yeah, so what's going on?
So I'm really trying to reduce their numbers down before I cut into it. Two reasons. One, because it makes my life easier. To be able to handle the comb without it being chocker full of bees. And also, it's less likely for them to run either into here or up past here. Because I don't want to be cutting more holes in the wall to kind of chase bees. So if I can kind of control their numbers, if they start running a certain direction, use a little bit of smoke and vacuum them up to kind of condense them, reduce the numbers, and then cut into it. Take a couple of panels of comb out, more vacuuming. Then I've got much higher chance of getting the queen and not leaving like a big cluster of bees behind. Beautiful.
You can eat the wax too.
Mm-hmm.
Righto.
Normally spit it out, chew it up for a bit.
Yep.
Can swallow it. I read a study, eating and swallowing the wax is actually good for asthma.
How about that?
Yeah, who would have known?
Yeah, thanks, man. Cheers. Oh my god, that's good. That's incredible. You don't buy it like that.
No way.
Wow. Tell us what's going on.
I just cut out a piece of comb from up there. Look how much honey they brought in. That's just in 1 week. So they built all that and then filled it. So these girls are good hard workers.
We're a week out from spring, so yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can get it. Yeah, I got that.
See it pumping?
Yeah.
So that's pumping for two reasons. One, to bury the stinger inside me, and one to pump the venom. It's got a venom sac on there. So that muscle just pumps away autonomously.
It's amazing.
Perfect.
Alright, what's the go?
Alrighty, so we've been vacuuming for a fair while. We've got reduced the numbers down a lot. So we're going to cut this piece of comb out here. I've cut out
what was up here, which was just a bit of honey. And I'll cut that out first, and the reason that is I want the bees isolated here. So if they start to run that way, I can see them and vacuum them. If they run up, that's easy, I can see them, and if they run that way, I can see them. But at the moment, if I started working from here and working my way through, they would run this way, and then they could run under the window and into this area. So I'll clear all that out the way first, so that's all clean, and then I'll work my way back this way. I'm going to get a little bit of smoke. It's starting to get a bit pissy.
Oh, they're arcing up. Sounds like a racetrack.
Yeah, it's loud, eh? Oh mate, awesome. Can you see that? Oh, yep, that's the queen. Fantastic. That's going to make our life much easier. Nice work. Alrighty, so we've got a little scope camera here. So we're just going to poke it up in here and see if there's any bees. Oh, not many. The odd straggler, but that's good. I was hoping we didn't have a big cluster of bees hiding up here. That's awesome. So we have isolated them. So they're all, what's left are all just here. That's going good.
Sweet. Talk us through it.
So this is the queen. This is the queen cage, and all the bees are looking after her. So the queen gets fed, the bees feed her, the bees look after her. So they're all over her, which is a really good sign. Look at all that honey. These girls are amazing. Hard workers. Comb is so soft, if I shake it, it wants to fall apart.
Is it just because it's fresh?
Yeah, because it's so fresh. So, give this to Wayne and this is a drone male bee. They don't do any work. They just cruise. The girls feed them, kick back, don't do any work. No cleaning, no foraging, nothing. The only reason they exist is to mate with virgin queens from other hives. But they die after they do that. Ultimate sacrifice. And they don't sting. They don't have a stinger.
Great shot. There we go.
Just a few up in there. Not many. A bit of smoke in there and vacuum them as they run out. Alrighty. So we're going to block up the entrance. And then that's going to stop obviously more foragers coming in, but it's also going to make them congregate on the outside. So when we're done, we can come along with the bee vacuum and vacuum up all the stragglers. So that's just a bit of kitchen scourer. Get them out of the way so we don't squash any. No one's getting in there. Alright, we are done. That was bigger than expected considering it had only been here for a week, but sometimes bees just build bucket loads of comb. I've had a swarm once where it built 10 frames out in a week. So this was one of them. Heaps of flowers around, busy bees, heaps of numbers of bees, so they can build a lot. But anyway, we're done. So we didn't find any brood. So we vacuumed all the bees up, except for a few stragglers. We'll vacuum them up, and we'll treat this one like a swarm. So they've got frames with fresh foundation. So and we got the queen. So we'll release her probably tomorrow. And yeah, this will be a productive colony. So we've scraped most of the comb back. Luckily we got the plasterboard off in one go, so we can screw that back on, and job done. Oh, that's another one from Ryan, that bee guy. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be making more.